This message might save somebody's life, so please listen up. It's July 1st, and I can hardly believe that it's been a year since my nephew Nico came to visit us from Johannesburg here in Los Angeles. We had so much fun. He went camping and hiking and surfing. We ran the 4th of July 5K, which was pretty significant because it was the first time that myself or his cousin actually ran a 5K. And then this year, as I'm sitting here, or as we're preparing for 4th of July this year, it's hard to believe that this year, instead of running it with Nico, we'll be running it for Nico. Last year, in 2024, in January, Nico was starting his last year of high school. And at that time, he started experiencing pain in his lower leg, just below his knee, on his right leg. The pain would get worse after sports activities and then get better. So the assumption at this point was that it was a sports-related injury. When he came to visit us here in June, July, like I mentioned, he was really active, but it was very present. We talked about it, we were worried about it, we tried to figure out what it could be, and definitely had some concern that the long flight might have had an impact on this. But then when he got back to South Africa, he went to see a doctor just to rule out a blood clot or anything like that. They did an ultrasound, and the radiologist said that it looked like multiple muscle tears that had calcified. So they proceeded with treating it as such, with physical therapy, intensive massage, and towards the end of the year, because it kept getting worse, even with cortisone injections. Throughout all of this, Nico still finished his exams and graduated high school. And by December, it just kept getting worse. While he was on vacation, with his girlfriend and her family, he started having trouble bearing weight on this leg. And he collapsed one evening, which triggered him being taken for a second opinion, another ultrasound. This time, the radiologist looked at the results and immediately said that this looks like a tumor and he should get follow-up testing done urgently. I will never forget the phone call from my sister on New Year's Eve saying, "Marie, I'm sitting here with a report saying that there is suspicion of a non-benign tumor." We all felt very scared in that moment, but chose to be optimistic and just wait until we had more information. So from there, she moved mountains. She got him back to Johannesburg as quickly as possible, got him in front of an oncologist as quickly as possible. They ran extensive testing for 2 weeks, and by January 16th this year, we got the diagnosis. Nico has metastatic Ewing sarcoma, stage 4 bone cancer. At this point, it had spread from this primary tumor site to other locations in his skeleton already. His prognosis is scary. His treatment plan is intense. I can't help but wonder if this had been caught earlier, if that first ultrasound was diagnosed accurately, if his prognosis would have been different, if his treatment plan would have been different. And so here's the part of the story that I hope will save a life. If anybody you know, especially a teenager, experiences persistent pain in a bone, especially in your leg, please don't make assumptions. Just rule out the worst case scenario. Go for that X-ray, ask the questions, and push your doctor. This could save a life.